Most people love the idea of starting their own business and being their own boss. Who wouldn't? If you already have the skills to deliver the product or service to customers, why would you not set out on your own? The desire wears off, however, when new entrepreneurs realize they are now self-employed and have to choose what 80 hours per week they want to work instead of being told what 40 hours per week they have to work. The sad truth is that most business owners in today's world do not actually own their own business. Their business owns them. They never learn how to create business models capable of producing both time and financial freedom. Often there are some tells about whether you're a business owner or in fact kind of self-employed. So let's talk about some of the tells that indicate whether you have a business or a job. There's about 8 that I can think of, but let's just cover the top 3. So number 1, if your business requires that you show up every day, you have a job instead of a business. Because what that means is that if you can't take a regular holiday or operate your business from somewhere remote for 3 months at a time, then you have a job. A job requires that you show up at work to make money, whereas a company generates revenue whether you are there or not. Number 2, if you have to work harder the more money you earn, then you have a job rather than a business. A business should be systemized to the point that you can scale and grow bigger, but the amount of work that you do doesn't grow bigger. The kind of work you do, however, will change. From you being the expert, the technician, or doing the doing to being more of a manager and ultimately being more of a CEO or top leader. The work you do changes as the business grows. So without learning best practices for building, organizing, and managing a team, many find themselves in the self-employment rat race, always working 80 hours per week as they attempt to handle the marketing, sales, recruiting, management, accounting, and legal aspects of the business, all while personally delivering the product or service themselves. In a job, the harder you work, the more money you earn. In a company, the smarter you work, the more money you earn. Number 3, if your personal reputation impacts the results, then you have a job, not a business. A business is a place where the brand is more important than the personality of the founder. So Steve Jobs had a massive personal reputation, but Apple business continues to thrive. Even though Steve Jobs had a massive personal brand, the Apple brand is bigger than the person. And so if your business relies more on you than it does on the brand, then you have a job rather than a business. My last point. The ultimate test of your business can be found in a simple question. Would someone want to buy your company? Whether you want to sell next year or a decade from now, you must be building an asset someone would buy. Otherwise, you have a job, not a business. And people don't buy jobs, they only buy businesses. If you have any questions on this, book a complimentary 15-minute call with me at timewithshane.com. In those 15 minutes, we'll find out if you are good to go on your own or if you could use some help. I'm Shane Spears of Summit Scale. See you next time.